Now look, everybody, we were talking about affirmative action before, but it's not all tests and points. It's also about learning office culture. So what we did was we pulled a little reality TV trick. We got a real kid from a temp agency, not an actor, but someone who's looking for a job. I'm going to show him how the world works, the working world works. Say hello to Deshaun Hinton. Deshaun Hinton, everybody. Sean, thank you. All right. You're like the Joe Millionaire of this show. Without the money and the girls, but the Joe Millionaire, don't worry. Now, basically, you're going for a job. It's about the interview first, okay? The main thing you have to know, a lot of people say, oh, you know, white people don't like black people. Just the opposite. You go on a job, they want you to say that they're cool. They want to be certified by you. That's the trade-off. You get the job and you make them feel kind of hip. So you walk in, let's say the interview, guys. That's the first person you have to get past. The interview is everything. Guy comes in, he's like, how you doing, Deshaun? Yeah. You from, where are you from?
The Bronx.
Bronx. There's a kid, Jamal, from the mailroom. He's in the Bronx.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Good. All right. Now, this guy wants you to we must think he's kind of a street guy, and once in a while, white people occasionally do, and they don't mean it to be racist, they're just trying to, like, emulate things. They might try to do, like, an imitation of a black dude, you know? So he might be like, yo, what's up? Yo.
Hey. What's up?
Right, instead of giving him a nasty grill, you're like, oh, hey, you did that pretty good. You make him feel empowered that way. Now, okay. Next thing is no thug wear. Whatever you do, no thug wear. You understand? I know whenever you wear a do-rag, you may think it looks good among your friends, but you walk in an office, it looks like you're on, you know, the commissary line at Rikers waiting for cookies. Now look, what you can do if you want to if you want to be the mystery guy that people don't know too well, so maybe you'll throw on like a Steven Seagal thing on Dress Down Friday. You'll put on like a silk Steven Seagal type number. Toss a couple of karate magazines in the drawer. You don't have to learn karate, but you have the magazines right there. Maybe we'll hire like some Asian actress to play your girlfriend and meet you outside of work a couple of times, eh? The other thing is there's certain people at work and they're going to try you. Just like anywhere else in the world, they're going to try you. And all you can do once again is be like, ha, 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 good guy, or something like that. Just vague statements. First, you got the office conservative. He's going to try you. You read this? They give Iverson a humanitarian award. Guy's a criminal!
Good guy.
Good guy.
Love him.
Great guy. Next, you got the office liberal. Watch out for him, too.
Hey, man. You got that new Jay-Z album? It's off the hook, right? Right?
Good guy, right?
Wouldn't know Jay-Z if he saw him.
Ah, good dude, right.
Yeah.
Now you also have to watch out for your black co-worker who's always trying to find if you're selling out or not. They're always testing you.
The sizzle, my nizzle. Yo, man, why are you wearing Dockers?
Good guy. Good guy. Now, basically, small talk falls into two categories. One is you can go 30 years at a job if you have the hangover jokes, okay? So you walk in with a semi-hangover, and you just go, ho, 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 ho. You know, you don't even have to say, well, you're bad, that's a wild man. You know, something like that. Just go, and then if somebody starts asking for a drink and you don't want to be the office drunk, so you say, I'm okay, not as bad as O'Brien was last night. Always pick an Irish guy, because he probably was bad last night. Now, the final thing you have to worry about is those moments. People don't tell you this on the job interviews. Those moments when you find yourself at the urinal and one of the big wheels in the company is there, okay? Here's where you just have to hit him with a couple of real, like, vague zingers. So he'll be like, you know, he won't know what to say. He'll say, how's your weekend? He doesn't know you in the company. Even if it could be like Tuesday, and he'll say, how's your weekend? How's your weekend?
Too short.
You said it. And then he'll feel like, oh, this is a regular guy. Because you don't have to know anything in a job. You have to know what not to do and how to make everyone feel comfortable. So basically, we're going to keep checking in. Deshaun's going to go for some jobs with my technique. And let's face it, it's not exactly like somebody giving you a technique who's like some job. It did pretty good in my life. And so check back with us. And folks, we're going to go to commercial, but be good. Or if you can't be good, be careful. Okay, right now this is an adults only segment because I asked to do. these guys to write a plot line for a porn movie and who they'd like to be their co-star. Let's start with Rich Voss.
All right. I'm playing golf with Liv Tyler. She stinks at golf, but what the hell? We're playing, she hits the ball into the woods. I follow her into the woods, right? She takes off all her clothes. I tie her to the tree with her bra. Then I hop back in the cart and finish a round of golf.
Greg Giraldo.
My porno movie would star my wife, and the plot would involve her just not busting my balls for one full day. In the final climax scene, I leave a dirty newspaper on the couch, and instead of that sparking a 2-hour rant about what newspaper ink does to fabric and how I never listen to things I've been told 1,000 times and how we really need a bigger apartment, my wife just says, honey, I love you with all your faults. Why don't you take a nice long nap? And then she throws herself out the window.
Sue Costello.
My porno co-star would be Osama bin Laden because I could capture him with my really tight vagina and hold him until the FBI got there and I could save the world.
Wait, do you think he would leave one cave to go into another cave?
Keith Robinson.
The affirmative action porn movie. This is where I play a superhero freedom fighter named 12 Inches and a Mule. What I do is I set out to get anybody that opposes affirmative action. My first target is that evildoer George Bush. I go into the window of his house, or the White House it is, and I find his 2 daughters sitting there. Let's say, I don't know their names, let's call them 2 drunk bitches. All right? I put on my 50-cent CD, and I break out some gin and juice, and we have a party, and I get them pregnant. That's it.
Well, I like the part about the 2 grandkids.
Well, you took up 2 minutes for that.
I am at... Oh, here's my porn. My show. Anyway, we have time for this? Go ahead. Oh, boy. Hey, don't, Go ahead. Don't force yourself. I mean, favors, for Christ's sakes. All right, my point is I'm at Angelina Jolie's house. We start fooling around. Doorbell rings. She goes. Billy Bob Thornton's there. They start screaming at each other. I come over and say, excuse me, the lady would like you to leave. You know. He does a double take, and he points at me and goes, this, you left me for this? And I go, hey, wait a minute. Let's not get personal. He goes, this comedian whose only movie credit is Night at the Roxbury? I go, hey, listen, don't be a snob. You made some bombs too, Skinny. Like that dumb air traffic controller movie. And then we booed him. Then she goes, you know, I was in that movie too. I didn't appreciate that. And I go, I didn't mean you. You were the only good thing in it. But by then the mood is broke, so I leave and I go home and I rent Gia and whack off to it. And nothing against you folks, but it's time for us to go home and wash this whole thing out of our system, don't you think? We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.